Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. My first question is that your work seems always based on a specific location. So I was curious whether that was indeed your starting point, or is that just...
Yeah, I definitely, I feel like I'm into kind of escapist entertainment in a way. And the thing that I've always been attracted to as a viewer, as an audience member from when I was a little kid watching Jurassic Park, where like you're going somewhere, you're taking a journey somewhere, and it's usually over like a finite amount of time too. And I think a lot of things that inspired this story from Jurassic Park on, it's about a place just as much as it is about like the characters within it. Like I think I'm more into that stylistically, I guess. And it's also there's sometimes my brain just can't handle the big, long, sweeping like stories that take place over too many decades.
At the beginning, it very much seems like the straight up murder mystery, and it reminded me of this resurgence of true crime podcasts that we've seen, where a lot of unsolved mysteries are now being discussed. I was wondering if any of those were of any inspiration to you.
I'd say that definitely involved in the creation of this was kind of my perhaps frustration with the true crime industrial complex, where I see how they can be entertaining, but also I worry a little bit about like the slightly exploitative nature that is inherent to them as well. And so this is somewhat of a exploration of that, and at least in the initial phases of it was. And it's like, I don't dive too deep into that. It's not satirizing that. I think there's other shows that do that much better than this can. This is still like at its core, it's a story about the beginning of one relationship and the beginning of the end of another relationship. But like baked into that is this need we all have to kind of solve mysteries.
Especially since it's civilians doing the sleuthing. Was that something that you found easier to perhaps conceive for the audience, or what was the decision behind it not being a detective reopening the case?
Yeah, it's this whole thing started as a kind of a coming of age love story, drama, comedy thing about like 8 years ago. Like it was a feature script that involved this kid, Sam, who goes on a vacation with his parents, and then he strikes up this kind of unlikely friendship with an older couple there that's celebrating their anniversary, who eventually became Emma and Noah. And then the script didn't work, the movie didn't work, but and nothing really is from that except for like a couple like lines or like the basis of relationships. So I put it away, and then every couple of years I would go back to it and just like look at it through a new lens about like and dismantle it and try to like piece it together in a new way. And I would always also allow like how my own life had changed in the past 8 years to like influence the writing, and then how the world shifted drastically in the past 8 years. And so all of that was like filtered in a way. And so I realized I was not only looking at like the relationships that inspired the original story, but also the script itself, like through this kind of nostalgic lens. And I was trying to recapture something that ultimately couldn't be recaptured. I was trying to recapture a feeling that couldn't be recaptured. And so I blew up the script into like these two timelines, and where you have a present day couple celebrating the anniversary, trying to solve what happened to this missing Sam and Violet, but also they're trying to solve what happened to their marriage. And so like there's just kind of the mystery was inherent to that, like the idea. So it came from the idea of like Emma and Noah missing something in their lives first, and then the genre component kind of came after that, I'd say.
Okay, I'm definitely excited to see where it goes next. So thank you very much for speaking with me.
Yes, thank you, Selina.
Thank you.